Hello everyone, I am the MoeChicken and welcome back to more Doki Doki Panic, and today it's mama time! We are going to Chapter 4, World 4-1. Wait! Now it's going. This is the Ice World. So, I mentioned in the previous episode that that my sisters and I would usually warp, and we would usually warp here because it's the Ice World, and it has like the little snowman guys. I always loved these guys, they're so cute. Ow. Alright, let's see, I think there is a mushroom somewhere? No, there's not. Okay, well, I'll just get these coins. Yeah, we would come here because we liked it. You know, we like the little snow guys. We like the ice. There's the aforementioned, it's an easy warp to the end of the game. But it's just cool. I don't know. It's just cool. It's the ice level, RRR. That's the kind of quality joke you can expect on Mo Plays, whatever. But yeah, it's so... This is a very nostalgic level for me as well. And I know I've kind of like said nostalgic about everything in this game so far, but really nostalgic. Also, these things, I think it's supposed to be like a radish or a carrot. For some reason we called them tomato packs. So that was a tomato pack. And now we're jumping down here. Into this rocket. Into this rocket that was buried in the ground. Mama reached down. She grabbed the top of that plant rocket, and she's like, I'm gonna pull this plant rocket out of the ground because I am a mighty, mighty mother. She does have kind of a weird little, like, hood on. Like, she's supposed to be wearing kind of like a, well, like a hood. And like a cape, so it's kind of like a cloak with a hood. And, she kind of looks strange, though. I also think it's kind of interesting that, you would, or at least I would think that the character that they made a sort of oh, hello, Motobomb. The character that they made analogous to Princess Toadstool, I would have expected that to be Mama. But it's not Mama. It's actually Lena is the Princess Toadstool surrogate. And Mama is Luigi, actually. Mama Luigi. Mama Luigi, number one. No lives. Whatever. I'm still cruising along at 31. That's fine. Hopefully, like, I did not get as many lives as I would have liked to have in the last interim, so we're not really that much changed. Okay, so this level was always fun for me. I would always try and do it without stopping. So you run, you jump, slide, jump. It's not quite as much fun since I can't run, but if you know the pattern, you can actually just keep going without having to stop. And yeah, I did it! Yay! Go, Mama, go! Also, this background looks like a little face. This is the nose with like I'm standing on its mustache, and it's got like two eyes with like a tear maybe, and like a big nonplussed mouth. Alright, moving on. Time for whales. It is whale time. Yeah, so like this level, or this world is just so... It's so familiar, like the colors are really familiar, and I think, if I remember correctly, this is the only ice stage in the game. So it's very unique in that regard as well, so it's a cool place. It's a cool place. And I like it. You can also warp to World 6 from here. I will show you where. It's coming up in a little bit. Let's see, I think I want the coins. So we put this here. There, if I had thrown that... Never mind, it's not up there. I thought that there was a... Oh, I always love when that happened. Did you see how the coin came out of the sub-world? I always thought that was so cool, where like you could just kind of... The coin would come into reality briefly. Anyway. Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't... Oh yeah, like the colors and the design, like these whales. There's just so much about this stage which is interesting and unique. And I'm specifically not getting that Starman because if you get the Starman, you actually kind of screw yourself over because the Starman will actually destroy their little water spouts because they can hurt you. Okay, so if I had carried that magic lamp from the beginning and I put it down there, and I went down that jar down there, that would have brought me to World 6, but I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Instead, we are going here, and there will be more Porcupos, and they're adorable, and I love them. And I will steal this Motobomb. Here we go. And my head will Mama's head will grind through the ceiling. The pork... Oh, okay, there they are. It's like, I want my porcupose. Where they at? All right. I think this is a red one, yeah. You pretty much always see the red ones at this point. Like you either see the red ones or you see the... I think they're gray? They're gray in some levels, at least. I think they can either be gray or green, depending on the palette of the area you're in. But, they're sort of like level 3 birdos, I guess, in that they, boop, ha, bah. There we go. In that they only shoot fireballs, so you have to, like, find things in the environment to fight them with, rather than, just fighting them with their own eggs. So there you go. There you go. I'm not having any success. I came in here with 7 coins, and I have not won once. There we go. This feels like when I'm at an actual casino, and I just go in with money and then leave with nothing. I am very bad at gambling, so I try not to do it very often, but this is... Sometimes the beginning of the stage is kind of neat. Like, this is just an interesting little environment. Just sort of set up for the sole purpose of introducing the level. That's weird. Oh, okay, so this is one of the things that I think is one of the cooler ideas in the game. So, well, not this. This is just getting a heart, so I want that. Give me that heart. Hey, I want this. Fantastic. So, at this point in the game, you know, you come out onto these, like, snowy hills, you walk over here and you see, like, water, and you're like, well, where do I go now? What you're actually... And you also see this birdo, and presumably, you probably would have already killed the birdo as soon as you saw it, because you're like, oh, what's a birdo? I need to get rid of this. But in reality, this birdo is your ticket to the rest of the level. You are supposed to ride on one of her eggs out to sea. Isn't this neat? I just think this is such a cool, like, concept. It's just a neat thing that they just set up right there at the beginning. And now we're in a castle. It's... I don't know. I love that. I always liked that. Oh, now this castle. This castle is not very much fun, because it is entirely covered in ice. It is absolutely full of ice and snowmen, and they are constantly coming down from above you, and they are much better at dealing with ice than are you, for they are created from ice. They are birthed from ice. They were born from it, molded by it. Yes, that's a terrible Bane reference. Who knew? Ah! Alright, moving on. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're almost to the top. You basically go up one tower, down another tower, and then fight the boss. So we gotta go up this one first, and then back around, back around, back around. And it's generally easier going down than up, but still not super easy. And I'm gonna take this up here, because I know that there is a heart out here, if it is the same as Mario 2, so let's see. Is it? Yes, there we go. Fantastic. I want that. Whoa! Now it will glow. Glow! Alright, now we must go back down. So, speaking to the fact that this... Ooh, this tweeter's new. Interesting. I was about to say, speaking to the fact that this stage has a lot of, like, cool motion things going on, you have to ride that Shy Guy over the spikes. It's just cool. I don't know. It's just a neat effect. And then we have to take a key and ferry it down to the bottom of the tower. Past these little snowmen. These little flurries. Which, they can be a bit of a pain if you let them get going, but, you know, they're not too bad as long as you keep them in check. Oh, well, there we go. Throw! Fortunately, the key can stop you on the ice. That's helpful. Throw! Keep going. Fanto! Fanto! Okay, made it. Whoa, it's Bezo. It's a Bezo. I like that name, Bezo. You know, it's sort of funny, because, like, you think about the names as they, well... Okay, let me back up. I'm actually not sure if the names, like, Shy Guy and Sniffin' and all those... Ooh, they're like spooky faces. Those are cool, man. They're spooky, but they're cool. So this is Fry Guy. he is a bit of a pain because the way you're supposed to defeat him is by throwing these blocks on top of his head. But since he moves around all the time, you're kind of having to figure out when is best to hit him. So once again, extolling one of the practices of my clever sisters when we were growing up, we would always build up little arsenals up here and then just drop them, and then just time the drops down the middle. I think that's probably the easiest way to manage this fight, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these spooky time masks and drop them on his head, and blue, blue. It makes a cool face when he gets hit. Now, the big problem with Fry Guy is that once you defeat this form, and I'm going to wait for him to go a little bit farther down, he turns into these, little tiny ones. This is the other reason you want all of the blocks at the top, because you want to be able to drop the blocks on top of them. You also want to be able to have walls that you can protect yourself with. So now I will kill them. And that's going to be it. And first I'm going to stack all these spooky time faces on top of the solid door, because as we experienced before, this is a solid object. Contrary to what you might think. This is also a solid object. Actually, how much of this is a solid object? Is this also a solid object? Oh, it's a slope. Well, there you go. So, that's going to be it for World 4. In the next episode, we will move on to 5, which I think is going to be another like regular grassland type level. So I hope you'll come back and join me for that. I am the MoeChicken. This is Doki Doki Panic. Thanks for stopping by.